Welcome back, channel viewers. Thank you for being here with me. I've got a new lawnmower, new to me. We're going to be working on here today, trying to get it running again. I've got it up on my new stands. I'll turn you around here and show you that in a moment. I haven't dug into it a lot right now before filming, but I just wanted to get it kind of up in the air, and I took the hood off just to get me a little bit further ahead. Let me turn you around here, show you what I got. So I've got a big Craftsman YT 4000. Briggs & Stratton. It's a big mower. It's heavy. It took 3 of us to load this up in my truck today. And it's like wind chill 8 above 0. It's freezing cold. So my brother and I couldn't figure out why we couldn't move this. And after about a half an hour, we have this little diagram here to pull or push this lever in and out, and that will put you in freewheel when you pull it out. Otherwise it'll re-engage the drivetrain, pushing that back in. I bought this 2 reasons. One, my wife, if she's going to mow the yard, mows with a self-propelled push mower, which is fine. It's good exercise, it works, whatever. I have a small Dixon zero turn, which actually was going to be my first small engine lawnmower that I was going to repair. But it runs. I don't really need to do anything with it, but I want to tear the engine down and reseal the whole thing. The deck is badly rusted out. So I thought, well, if I picked this particular mower up, my wife could actually use it, and she can mow. I did not show you, but this is a 46-inch cut. My Dixon is a 48, and it does perfectly fine. So we're going to dig into this. I've got a couple battery chargers actually on my Raptor 350 battery, because the battery that was in this is junk. The brand isn't, but it's been in here for, I'm not even sure how long, but it's been, the lawnmower's been out in the weather literally for like at least 4 years. And the battery's junk, so I have to replace it. No big deal. I put my Raptor battery in here, put a couple charges on it, try to get enough power to get it to turn over. The original owner said that he thought it was the ignition switch itself, not letting it fire over. So I'll turn you around here and I'll show you that I can jump the solenoid. As you can see, It will spin over. I don't want to spin it too much because I have to check the oil. I want to get the carburetor off, clean it, and drain the gas because, like I said, it's been sitting for 4 years. So here's my new lift, the Fisher Pro Lift. This thing was nice. Issue I ran into though is I think that the deck runs right into the stand, but I was able to just pretty easily get it on there. And then I picked up a second hydraulic, pneumatic, whatever, hydraulic motorcycle lift, ATV lift. Picked that up for $50. So I'm gonna get to working on this. I'll pause. Don't want to bore you too awfully much, but I'm gonna take this cover off so I can see things and get the stuff a little easier. So bear with me. Take a look at that. So much clippings caught up in there. Get this mess out of here. Bad. I'll clean more of that out here in a moment. Flywheel is very, very rusty. All right, I've got the top pulled off, cleaned that out, pulled the spark plugs. Let me know if you can see the spark. So it does have good spark. So I'm glad about that. Which is really surprising as to because of how bad this is rusted up. I did take a little bit of sandpaper and went around that, but yeah, we'll probably spray some igniter in here just to see if it will crank up. So I was trying to spray some brake clean in there just to try to get it running, to pop over, and it didn't want to. So I measured here, and I came up with a combination of 0.029, 0.025. So you have 0.054. Or yeah, 0.054 gap. So I will pull these off and I'll sand those down a little bit and then reinstall them. Because like I said, with that being so rusty, it may not have enough. Even though the spark looks decent, it may not be enough. So I'll get back on that. Okay, so I got these taken off and sanded down, cleaned up on the coil side. And again, this is so thick, rusty. I don't know if I'll get really good spark, but I'll try it again. I'm gonna have to take the fuel pump off. Be back. All right, I'm back. I took a little break and walked away from the mower. I'll show you what I did here. I finally got it to fire up. So let me turn you around. First, I took my drill and the wire wheel. And like I said, the flywheel is so rusted up. I took the wire wheel and cleaned this up so that I would get a much better spark. Now take a look at this. I know that was really loud, but I got it to run. And resetting, sanding these off, sanding these down, resetting the gap, and again, sanding down the flywheel. Perfect. So the only other thing I need to really do on this is there's these 3 wires that have been broken, chewed off, whatever. It's actually for the lights on the front. Now, normally I don't mow at night, but I'd rather have the machine working properly regardless of whether we mow at night or not. But I do need a new battery. I need a new ignition. Oh, and I didn't think that this had a sensor in this seat. Most lawnmowers do. I didn't think it did. But looking at YouTube, I've seen a video where there sure enough is a sensor on the seat, which I don't really like, because if I have to get off to pick up a big stick or something in the yard, I don't want it to die. That's just really annoying. But it is what it is. The guy gave me this chainsaw when I bought the jack, and I got this little wheel tire thing right here. He just gave me that and the chainsaw for buying the stand. So I'm excited. I'm excited that this is done mostly. I did drain the fuel out of the tank. That took me a little while, but it needed to be done. And it is 4:51 p.m. I've been up since very shortly after 6 a.m. I have not eaten. I'm very hungry. My stomach's growling. And I think now that you know that it runs, I need to pull the ignition off and get a new switch. Hopefully Craftsman or Sears or somebody has a switch. But I think it'll be a pretty nice mower. It's a little different than anything else I've ridden. But go over this a little bit for you. So here's the brake. It actually has a parking brake. Here's your throttle. the ignition, that selector right there allows you to move in reverse. I don't know if you have it there and you push the forward pedal, if it moves backwards. But I seen in a video that is your reverse, and the guy did not take it out of the start position or the run position. This is your start all the way here. So he did not take it out of the run position and put it into the reverse. And then here's a cruise, which is, that's kind of neat if you have a very large yard to use it in. My little yard, yeah, probably end up running into the house or the shed or a vehicle. Maybe not. I'm not that dumb. But anyway, so I put some weight on here, the old battery, the chainsaw, and got it running. I got it running. Here's a bucket of the old fuel. Pretty nasty. But yeah, I'm excited. I'll probably showing you the finished project rather than putting everything back together with you watching it. The biggest thing is you seen that it wouldn't run. I got it to run. So that's what was most important. I just need to do an oil change, get a new filter, the ignition. I'll pull that out, and we'll go from there. And hopefully dinner is about done, because I need to eat something. It's getting cold in the garage because I had to shut my heat off. But yeah, that's this project. I still haven't been able to get back on the Raptor. I will. It's been a long day, long week. But for now, appreciate you being here. Appreciate if you like, subscribe, leave a comment. I like to read the comments, but nobody really ever does. But hit the notification bell so when I upload, you'll see it. I really do appreciate your views, and you'll see me in the next one. For now, break time. I did also have my Ice Mountain sparkling black cherry water out here.